Hi there. My name is Jody Friedman. I am your son or daughter's chemistry teacher for the 2021-22 school year. I know some of you out there who might be watching right now, but not everybody. My email address is on the screen there. That's the best way to reach me. I mean, you can leave a voicemail too, but I don't have like a blinking light that goes on when I have a new message, so sometimes I forget to check it. So email, I will check every day. That's probably your best bet. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. All right, we'll start with some background information. I have a Bachelor of Science from the University of Michigan, as well as a Master's in Science Education from Teachers College. I also have a Master's in Educational Leadership from Ramapo College. I have 30 years of teaching experience. That's a long time. 16 years here at Summit High School. This is year number 17. I live in Summit myself, as many of you know. I have 4 children. My oldest is out of college, then I have 2 that are in college, and my youngest is still in the district, is in 8th grade at Lawton C. Johnson Summit Middle School. So that's a little bit about me. Okay, see, I managed to block the textbook with my picture, but oh well, okay. That's a picture of the textbook that we're using. I can't say that I use it very much. Every now and then I give an assignment with it. It's mostly there as a reference for the students if they want to be able to look something up or read something over that we went over in class. Here's a look at our Google Classroom. I just picked my period 3 class, but they're really all the same. So on the left here shows you what's due today, and then what's coming up will be a test next week. If you click on the classwork, then it gets organized by the classwork, by the chapter here. And then, for example, if you click on something else, then you can see the handouts are all there for the students so that if they're absent from class, they not only know what the work is, but they can also be able to do it right there. Okay, and back to here. Okay, this is not the right order. I don't know why that bullet point came up first. All right, most periods start with us learning new material. We do take a lot of notes in chemistry. I warn the students to have a really big notebook so that they can keep track of all of their notes. The homework assignments are checked pretty much every day, and then we usually go over them in class with the students with their answers on the board, and we just go over the homework pretty much every day. Once a week, we do have a lab period. It could be actually more often than that, given the schedule this year. But on A days for period 3, on B days for period 7, on D days for period 5, they stay for an extra half an hour as half of lunch as a lab period, and we do a lab experiment. So we do a new lab almost every week. Occasionally we don't, but most of the time we do. We've done 2 labs so far. The first one was on observing a chemical reaction, which they've already written up and submitted as a lab report. Some classes have received those back and some have not. And then we also did a mini lab where we were comparing regular aluminum foil and heavy duty aluminum foil to figure out how much thicker the heavy duty foil is compared to the regular. And then we were comparing the price to see if it was worth it. Like if the foil is twice as thick, but you're paying 5 times the price, is it worth it? Which is not the case. You're not. Anyway, next week we'll be doing a lab on candy, and we will be determining the average atomic mass of an imaginary element known as candium. All right, grading policy. The course is based on category weighting, based on the following categories. Tests and quizzes are 55% of the grade, labs and occasional projects 35%, and homework 10% of the grade. Homework is assigned virtually every night, and as I said, I post everything on Google Classroom, so if your son or daughter is coming home and saying they don't have chemistry homework, maybe we should check on that. They probably do. There is typically 1 quiz and 1 test per chapter, and the tests for the tests, so they can take 1 test per quarter, as long as they did all of the homework leading up to that test. So they made their best effort to learn the material. If they do the retake, then they will just keep the new grade. But they have to come in and correct the test and go over it with me, so we make sure that they know the material better before the retake. Finally, my expectations are the students will bring some kind of a notebook, some kind of a writing implement, and a calculator. They must have a calculator to class every day. If your child does not own a calculator, the school will lend them a calculator. They just need to speak to their math teacher about that. They will follow all the lab safety rules, and that includes wearing closed shoes on their lab day. They will submit work that is only their work and not the work of anyone else. Finally, they will come seek help as needed. So chemistry can be a challenging subject. I am here most mornings. That says 7:25. I'm usually here by 7:15 or 7:20. I'm typically here after school for 45 minutes or an hour as well. So shouldn't be a problem finding a time to come in and get extra help if they need it. And that's where we're going to stop. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.